Okay, here we go. The Hasbro Marvel Legends series, the Avengers 2024 wave. Here we have the Build-A-Figure, The Void. So now it's just all kind of in a pile here. I have to put it together. This is probably the most crazy amount of pieces for a Build-A-Figure that I have seen. We got 2 legs, 2 arms, 2, 4, 8, 9, 10, like 10 total pieces to build this guy, which is pretty crazy. Plus an extra set of hands. So, yeah. Let's get to it. So I don't even know if this height is going to be right. I kind of tried to readjust so I'll be able to get it all in frame when I kind of get them together. But we always start with the torso. So here we have this crazy ass looking torso. We're going to start with the legs. So here we have, it says R on it. This is the right leg. So we're going to pop this onto the Void there. Okay, so height-wise, that might work out pretty good. We got the other leg. We're going to stick this on. Should have an L. It does have an L. That is the left leg. And as you can see, that is essentially the movie Venom legs there. The arms might be the same as the movie Venom. I have not checked, but I will have to take a look at that later. We're going to get the right arm, and we're going to pop that into the shoulder socket like so, or not. Like so, or not. Okay, so it doesn't snap in. It like kind of has to glide in there and just force it because, you know, again, the translucent plastic, it's semi-soft. We'll get the other arm here. Let's see if we turn that. Let's force that arm in there. I think I got that in there. So, okay, yeah, so that's essentially like the Venom body there. Which does look pretty good. It's got a really good size to it. It's pretty menacing looking. This torso has got some scary ass stuff coming out of it. But here now we have the back piece, so we got a lot going on there. So diaphragm works a little bit. So I don't know, is this keyed in? Okay, this says R. So that's going to key into this bottom part because it's not going to, obviously, it can't go into, you know, it can only go into certain places. So this one says R. We're going to pop that in like so. We get a little click sound, so that's good. Let's get the other one. This one has an L. So we're going to get this one, and we're going to pop this in like so, or not. Hold on. Stand by. We're going to pop that. Okay, so this one didn't really click in, but it's in there. Is that secure? I mean, it didn't click in, but it's in there. As you can see, we are looking crazier and crazier and crazier. And then we have these other pieces. So this one should have an R somewhere on there. It does not, or an L. It does not. How am I supposed to know which one that is? I'm just going to assume. Is that right? Yeah, it has to be, right? Because that's not going to... Yeah, it can only fit one way. So no R and L. No click sound. That one actually goes in quite easily. Same on this side. It should just slip in. It won't click at all. Whoops. Well, that's not good. I don't want these falling out all the time, right? Let's see if we can get this one back in. That's weird because this one like clicked into place, didn't it? No, well, no click that time. Okay, so, oh, what the hell? All right, let's see. Let's get that back in there. Okay, so there we go. Does he stand on his own? I feel like he's going to be so back heavy that it will never get it to stand. Big ass crab looking thing. Okay, got him to stand. Okay, so we have the interchangeable hands also, and then we're going to place the head on there. And I have a feeling that during the process of putting the head on, you know what's probably going to happen? I'm probably going to knock all these damn things off of the figure. I hope I don't, but I'm sure it's going to be a possibility. So it's funny, these things all just, you know, kind of go in there easy and probably fall off and stuff, but I can't get this damn head sculpt on there. The head is on super tight. What the hell? No? What the hell? This might be one of the most difficult Build-A-Figures I've ever put together. Okay, I think I got it. And I didn't knock off any pieces. That's pretty good. So there is the Void. And damn, he looks crazy. Like crazy, crazy, right? That thing is scary looking. I love the translucent plastic on there. Kind of gives it, like, makes him like a smoke monster kind of thing. That is pretty cool. So, wow. That's a whole lot going on there. I love how you, like, as it goes out, because they have the shading on there. You can see the shading and stuff, and then that's when it kind of goes out lighter. So all the shading's primarily closer around the body, as you can see, and it just looks really, really cool. So let's go ahead and get in for a closer look at the Void. Oop, he fell back. Okay, so here is the close look at the Void Build-A-Figure. I just took some pictures and stuff with it, and you can do some crazy things with lighting and stuff. But yeah, this guy is just insane and just crazy. I mean, look at this thing. Look at that head sculpt. Look at the 4 eyes. Look at that fire, like, deep abyss mouth in there. Just crazy looking. These tendrils and these scorpion tails, whatever the hell they are. It's just absolutely insane. Like, it's just crazy. I mean, look at the back of the figure. Look at the back of this thing. That's just nuts. I mean, look at that. Crazy. It is very back heavy, but you can get him to balance actually a lot easier than I would have thought. I think the problem, though, and then this might just be me, like, his legs end up going super far apart to get him to balance a little bit easier. Like, the closer you have his legs, the more he just wants to tumble back, but you spread out those legs a little bit, and it's much easier to get him to balance. So just a heads up on that. But yeah, this thing is just crazy. One thing that I love, and I don't know how well this is going to come on camera, but the shading that they put throughout. So you got the black shading paint that's put over the translucent plastic, which is nice. And I don't know if this was done on purpose, but if you look at some of the areas here, let me see if I can kind of focus in. The paint either just didn't cover real well, or it just kind of has this spray effect there. And I just love that when you have light on it, it kind of shines through a little bit and just looks really, really, really cool. Again, I don't think that was done on purpose, but it just looks really nice because it's not done kind of throughout. Some of the certain areas and stuff of the shading, you could see where the black paint just didn't quite hit the mark. Again, I don't think that's done on purpose there, but where it's done, it ends up looking really, really cool. I like the way it looks. One thing I haven't tried, I took a bunch of pictures, but I didn't put a light behind this guy to try and see how that will look. I'm going to have to give that a shot, but yeah, just overall sculpt of this guy is just crazy. The legs, again, just the Venom legs. There's nothing going on there. The arms, just the Venom arms. Nothing really going on there. It's just the crazy-ass torso with these things all kind of coming out. Crazy-ass head sculpt and these crazy-ass scorpion tails, crab legs, whatever the hell they are sticking out. Just absolutely insane. I don't even know how I'm going to be able to get through the articulation portion of this video, to be honest with you guys. But we're going to go ahead and give it a shot. But it's probably going to be a mess because these things might fall off, or I might just drop the figure altogether because he's just very heavy. Let's try and get through it. Okay, I'm kind of dreading this portion, to be honest with you, because it's going to be crazy. Anyway, the Void, looking up, he can look up that much. Looking down, he can look down a fair amount. You get a rotation in that head, and you can do some crazy pivot and stuff going on, which is awesome. The shoulder, you can get to go straight on out there. Normally, oh, see, it begins. It begins. Normally, you would be able to do a full rotation in that shoulder, but, I mean, I guess I could now because that tendril fell off. But with the tendril on there, you're not really going to be able to do that, so just a heads up on that. But the shoulder does go straight on out. You got the upper bicep swivel in there. Double jointed elbow. It is pinned, but the colors all match. Like, it's not a big deal at all. Wrist swivel, and they do hinge. Standard horizontal hinge on the open hands as well as the fists there. Let's get this piece back on there. Again, these things just kind of slip in there. They don't really clamp on or anything like that. It's just friction hold on there. There's a diaphragm cut on him, but I don't think it's all that useful. Well, there's a fair amount of tilt, so he could tilt to his left that much. That's actually a little bit better than I thought it was going to be. Let's get that tilt to the right. Tilt to the right that much there. Does it go back? No, it doesn't really go back, and it comes forward very, very little. As you can see, there is somewhat of a swivel, but the design of it all, you can't swivel around too much, but you can do a little bit of twisting and turning in there. Legs go out that far apart. You would normally be able to get this leg to go out a little bit more, but this leg, tendril, scorpion tail, crab leg, whatever the hell it is going to get in the way of that. So just a heads up on that. That one keeps wanting to fall out. You can kick the leg forward that much. It is very stiff. It like didn't want to go. which is kind of odd. So just be careful with that. Leg doesn't really go back. You have an upper thigh cut where the leg, you know, you put the leg together. Double jointed knee that is pinned. The pins match the color, so it's not a big deal to me. No calf swivel or foot or ankle swivel or anything. Foot hinges down, hinge up a little bit, ankle pivot. No peg holes on the bottom of the feet of this guy. Peg holes probably would have been a good idea for this guy because he is just going to want to tilt and fall backwards all the time, and if you know those things don't move. Just a heads up on mine, my right clawed hand or open hand is super loose on that peg, so I don't know if that's going to be something with everyone's, but mine is super loose and I kind of hate it, but it's not like it'll just like swing on its own, thank goodness, but it is very loose, so just a heads up on that. Look at that, you can pose this guy around a little bit, get that hand in the right place. Yeah, you can do something. Look at that. So, I guess decent enough articulation. I don't know, you know, that you should expect a whole lot with this guy because he's so big. But, you know, you can move him around a little bit. Literally, after I stopped recording, the thing just tumbled over. So, yeah, careful keeping him standing up. Okay, so we're going to do our side-by-side. So here, and I hate this figure, is the Hyperion Sentry. Oh, God, the Hyperion mold Sentry. God, I hate the Hyperion mold so much. Just such a stupid figure. Oh, man. Okay, so there is Sentry, as you can see there, side by side with the Void. But we did have a much better Sentry figure, the Walgreens exclusive Sentry. And here I have him with the Void head sculpt, where the Void's kind of coming out of him or taking over there. So that is a much better one. Let's pop this head off. And let's get the normal Sentry head sculpt on there. Bam! So we can see our true Sentry with our true Sentry with the Void there, as I got him all cockeyed and not wanting to stand up. Bam! There we have him, Sentry and the Void. Okay, so here is the whole Void Build-A-Figure wave. If I were to rank it, Void would be number one. He's kind of badass and really cool looking. But if I just look at the figures themselves, how would I rank them? I would probably go Power Princess number 1, Vision number 2, Crystar number 3, Black Panther number 4, Savage Namor number 5, Justice number 6, and Namorita number 7. I think that's how I would rank it. Power Princess and Vision are the clear highlights of the wave for sure. Black Panther is nice. Crystar is cool, but again, such an obscure character that I think a lot of people aren't going to know. He could be an easy pass, but then somebody might look at it and be like, oh, translucent plastic, like translucent figure. He looks blue. He looks like a crystal. He looks really cool. You might pick him up. But I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comments below. How would you rank the wave? What do you think of the wave as a whole? What do you think of the Void Build-A-Figure? As there's crazy noise in the background. This guy is an absolute beast and kind of crazy. I took a bunch of pictures. It should be posted onto marvelousnews.com as well as my Instagram. I messed with some things with some lights and stuff like that to kind of see how it might look. So make sure to check those out. But let me know what you think of him. I think he's really cool. That piece is going to keep falling out. I know that. Could be other pieces on yours. Could be the same piece. It's all friction based. Maybe drop some glue in there. Keep those bad boys in place. That is an option. Remember, keep the legs far apart so he can balance nice and easy. But again, he's really cool. Looks cool. So you guys let me know your thoughts. If you guys like this video, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Hit that join button to become a channel member and be a part of the MCU Collective. And as always, thank you for watching.